Welcome to Police Chase DL, most brutal high-speed police chases. Hey, adrenaline junkies, when the lights flash and engines roar, chaos takes the wheel. Can you survive the ride? On a quiet evening along I-675 South near Grant Road, an officer clocked a motorcycle at 94 miles per hour. Moments later, speeds hit 120, turning routine patrol into chaos. How would it end?
Making that left fall in 138. Going eastbound 138.
The suspect's motorcycle hit over 120 miles per hour, weaving through traffic, blasting red lights, and nearly colliding with cars. As officers closed in, he veered onto sidewalks and parking lots. How far could this reckless chase go before it all came crashing down?
Freeway ABP. 9850. North Near Parkway, I believe.
Antonio Dobson was safely arrested, facing charges of fleeing, firearm possession, and drug trafficking. One reckless choice cost him his freedom. Would you have done the same? During a routine patrol, officers spotted an unlicensed motorcycle carrying a woman without a helmet. In seconds, the risk escalated. An unpredictable chase was about to unfold. How would it end? The chase intensified as the rider ignored pleas from his passenger to stop. Her broken sandal and frantic voice underscored the danger as the bike swerved through traffic. Each reckless move pushed them closer to disaster until police closed in, ending the chaos with precision. The rider was detained and the motorcycle impounded for multiple violations, including no license plate and reckless operation. Administrative charges were filed, proof that thrill often ends in paperwork and penalties. During a routine patrol, officers spotted a motorcycle with no license plate carrying a woman without a helmet. Within seconds, the risk escalated. An unpredictable pursuit was set in motion. How would it end?
Para, deita, deita, deita! Deita, deita! Vai correr até quando, filho? Até quando vai correr? Não pega você. Vai, fica no chão. Fica no chão. Vamos pra trás. Tão grande. Não derrubado? Meu Deus.
The suspect was detained after falling mid-escape. His unregistered bike was seized, and charges followed. A reckless thrill turned into a criminal case. Was a few seconds of freedom worth it?
Người đang quan kìa.
Ôi giời ơi, vẫn bò ra kìa. Ôi giời ơi, tuyệt vời quá. Tuyệt vời quá. Mấy người. Ôi giời ơi.
Between danger and luck lies a miracle. He walked away safe from what could have ended so differently.
Mấy người. Một người à? Ôi giời ơi. Trời ơi, bò ra được. Ôi giời ơi.
Running is never an escape. 1 second of reckless speed can cost you a lifetime behind bars. Peaceful Gainesville morning? Not for long. A 34-year-old decided his box truck was a roller coaster, going full throttle and even the wrong way on I-75. Guess GPS isn't the only thing that needed recalibrating. The chase ended. The driver was caught, and once again, the road proved its rule. You can run a light, but never the law. September 29th, 2023 I-30, Arkansas. A black motorcycle tore down the interstate, nearly doubling the speed limit and ignoring every command to stop. Witnesses said, it looked like he wanted to hit someone. What could drive a rider to act like he had nothing left to lose?
Go back in, I'll shut down.
Rourke was thrown off his bike and arrested with a loaded handgun at his waist. Facing DUI, reckless driving, and weapons charges, his high-speed gamble just became a lifelong reckoning. On the night of February 6, 2025, at 9:36 p.m., an officer patrolling eastbound on Interstate 630 near mile marker 6 spotted an unregistered motorcycle speeding past at over 80 miles per hour. The rider, later identified as Tavares Mitchell, accelerated to 107 miles per hour when emergency lights activated, refusing to stop. Moments later, the officer disengaged pursuit as Mitchell veered off toward Fair Park and vanished into the dark. Mitchell was subdued after a precise TVI and taser deployment. Charged with felony fleeing, reckless driving, and expired license, his breakdown nearly became a public tragedy. How would you have acted? In Genesee County, Michigan, Grand Blanc Township officers spotted a motorcyclist acting suspiciously and refusing to stop. What began as a routine traffic check quickly escalated into a high-speed chase through deserted suburban roads. With every passing second, the risk of collision and injury grew, forcing the entire unit into a high-risk pursuit mode.
68 priority. Southbound. 1680's picking up speeds are about 95. 1680, is there a helicopter available?
70 for speed.
Speed is 76 right now.
Speed 76 for 25.
Try to get next to him. Straight through Grand Lake.
2134, 823 Griffin.
Blowing the red over 23. 2 reds over 23.
Copy over 23.
He's in overtime shift right now.
Copy, just be advised you are approaching a dead end on Moorish there.
Clear. We're kind of on a 2-track right now, getting really nervous. Still southbound.
The fugitive was safely captured after a multi-agency pursuit. Wanted across several states, he now faces multiple felony charges. Precision ended the chase. Discipline prevented disaster. A stolen bus triggered multiple 911 calls as officers rushed to intercept. But how do you stop a massive vehicle on the run? Don't blink. This pursuit is unlike anything you've ever seen. A pit on a commercial bus, an unprecedented move for police, and a bold one at that. It didn't stop the suspect, but the message was clear. Law enforcement doesn't back down. The chase tore west along US Highway 70, the massive bus swaying dangerously, every turn a threat to countless lives.
Move into.
westbound to the rail yard. Hey, y'all got my rail yard.
Defying every law of physics, officers pressed on, like cheetahs chasing a mammoth. The suspect's reckless flight ended at the Union Pacific Rail Yard, where Sergeant Monroe made a bold, controversial choice. He fired into the bus's tires to stop it.
We've got 2 tires that have been shot out. 2 tires shot out.
The move worked, but later landed him in legal trouble. The bus was safely disabled, and Richard taken into custody unharmed. Sergeant Monroe was cleared of wrongdoing, but the case raises a question. Are current stop tactics enough for large vehicles? On the night of May 26, 2024, around 8:30 p.m., an officer stationed at the way station along U.S. Highway 65 between Eudora and Lake Village, Arkansas, spotted a blue ATV heading north on a frontage road. Realizing the vehicle didn't belong on that route, he activated his blue lights for a stop. The rider glanced back, then suddenly accelerated, launching a high-speed chase through the rural riverfront.
Almost to Highway 82. I ain't sure if he can try to go to the bridge what he's doing. He's reaching in his pockets or something. Dropped a bag in the middle of 65, about a half mile from 82, a quarter mile from the road. Keep that bag. Be approximately a quarter mile.
The ATV hit 60 miles per hour in a 55 zone, ignoring sirens as officers relayed, pursuing a four-wheeler northbound on Highway 82. The chase stretched for miles before the suspect turned toward Mississippi. Arkansas Game and Fish joined in, boxing him in, but instead of stopping, he spun 180 degrees and drove the wrong way toward Lake Village, turning the pursuit into a deadly gamble.
Gonna be heading toward the bridge. Washington County. Speeds are 60 miles an hour, so we're still 5 to 7 minutes from the bridge. No traffic. Should be right in the middle of the travel lane if you're heading toward 82, quarter mile from the road, half mile from the 82 junction. All right, he's hitting the field.
Derek Ford was captured after fleeing on an ATV into rural fields. Charged with felony fleeing and multiple traffic violations, his reckless defiance could have ended far worse. Was it worth it? February 28, 2024. The Netherlands. A stolen cargo truck sparked a tense pursuit through city streets, pushing Rotterdam traffic police to the limit. Would they bring the suspect to justice? The chase intensified as the suspect sped through roads, bike paths, and even the park shuttle lane, endangering everyone nearby. Multiple units coordinated with strategic precision to contain the threat. Several PIT attempts followed, but the suspect refused to yield. Or perhaps, officers chose restraint? What do you think? Share below. A decisive PIT sent the stolen truck into a canal, ending the chase. The 39-year-old suspect was convicted of vehicle theft and reckless driving, sentenced to 195 days, partly suspended. Justice served. In Fulton County, Georgia, officers spotted cars drifting in a mall lot. When lights flashed, a red Dodge Charger fled, turning a routine patrol into chaos.
Don't move! Turn the car off! Turn the car off! Turn it off, turn the way I had a car doing donuts and ran me. Mail's running to the parking lot, Oak Street. I'm on the corner of J-Lo and Oak Street. Black male, blue shorts, white shirt. Took off running, don't know where he went.
9-7, 10-4.
Yeah, I'm good.
After ramming the suspect's Dodge Charger to end the pursuit, police identified the driver as Cordale Thurman. He now faces aggravated assault, felony fleeing, and hit-and-run charges. Justice is closing in. The faster they run, the tighter the trap becomes. Caleb McNeil's chase wasn't about speed. It was about denial. He thought he was escaping, but every turn led him closer to the cuffs. Why do people chase freedom only to end up losing it? Share your answer below and stay locked with Police Chase DL, where the illusion of escape always ends in reality's grip.